Welcome, Gemini, to your February 2024 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Now, Gemini, if you subscribed to my channel and asked for your free mini reading, please know that I am still working through all of the new subscribers. It was very busy. I didn't expect such a large response to my offer of the free mini readings, and I want to get back to everyone. So I'm still offering that. If you would like to subscribe, you just need to click the subscribe button and then in the comments section below put new subscriber free mini reading, and I will get back to you. Now, there is a very long wait. You are probably looking at 8 weeks plus here, but I will get back to everyone. So if you don't hear from me right away, don't unsubscribe and then resubscribe and ask another question, because you go to the bottom of the list. I'm working my way from the oldest to the newest, so just keep that in mind as well. Now let's get into your reading. Now I have to say happy Valentine's Day, and yours could potentially look amazing because you've got the Two of Cups here, but we'll get into that. Now you start out the energy of the reading with the King of Swords. Now you are showing up in your own reading. I would normally read the King of Swords as a Gemini. Because this is a general reading, this can be any air sign, so a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian here. But when you show up in your own reading, this is a very powerful message. Now, this is the Druid Craft Tarot deck. I know some people like to know, so I just thought I better say that while I think of it. Now, this card is a card of clarity, of intellect. The King of Swords is a very intellectual person. They are able to look at a situation logically, and they are able to use their intellect to guide them through any problems by removing emotion from the decision and just looking at the facts. So this is a great trait of the King of Swords. But you know, if this is not representing you, which more than likely this is a Gemini reading and you're there, I feel like it is, but this could be representing somebody else in your life. And if you ever do need to go to someone for assistance or for a little bit of advice, this is a great person to have in your world. Now, this can also talk about someone needing your advice. You do have the King of Wands here. This is an Aries. You do have Justice. This is a Libra as well. So there could be other people in your world that are needing your advice, and you are absolutely able to do that very well. Look at the facts, remove emotion from it, and make a decision based on that. So somebody could be approaching you here as well. But this represents an opportunity for you to get the assistance that you need, or to help people around you, as I said. But the fact that this card is next to the Sun card, wow. The Sun card is the best card in the deck. This is a card of illumination. This is a card of joy, of abundance, of all of the things that you really want wrapped up into one. This is you seeing clearly, knowing which direction to go in. And on the other side of the Sun is the Two of Cups. And this is that perfect mirroring of two souls here in this card. So for some of you, this could be a wonderful new love coming into your life, and it could be with one of these people. It could be with a Libra, it could be with an Aries, could be with another air sign, but this is something that I feel is going to rock your world. The fact that you've got the Tower card there. Now, the Tower card talks about sudden and unexpected events that occur that change the course of your life forever. And often people connect it with a negative event. And look, it certainly can be, but this is something being removed from your life that didn't serve you, and it allows the new to come in. And you know, you often see the tower, it's built on the side of a volcano or some very rocky hillside, and it's not stable. It doesn't have stable foundations. And when that lightning bolt comes in, it knocks the tower over, but allows you to rebuild in a better place, in a better spot. But when you fall in love, that can be like a tower moment. It is like kaboom, lightning strike, and you are just that thunderbolt, and it changes your life forever, because it could be very unexpected. You were just traveling along quite happily, and all of a sudden you meet this person that is just, that rocks your world. So I'm feeling like this is quite a great sign for a lot of you in love. Now, in the Justice card here, as I said, that does represent a Libra. But again, I feel like you are balancing. Things are becoming into balance in your life here, Gemini. And there's equilibrium here. Things are really, you're able to see the direction that you want to go in. There's no ups and downs anymore. Any struggle or turmoil you've had here, I mean, look at the Ten of Wands. This is a card of you really being weighed down and burdened by a lot of things. This can be to do with your career for a lot of you in your job, but this can just be working on a creative project, working in progress, your life in general. You know, and you look at the imagery here, this person has come a long way with this heavy load, but in a traditional deck you will see in the distance the village, and this person can actually, they're in walking distance, you know, close walking distance to the village, where they can put that load down, and they've achieved what they've wanted to achieve. It's actually a card of victory here. So this is quite wonderful news for you here as well, Gemini. I mean, just the sun, it's just shining its light. So if you've been carrying a heavy burden, and I mean, this could be a legal issue as well, if you've been burdened down with some legal issues or some legal problems, contractual problems, this is coming to an absolute ending here. And it's this is quite lovely energy, quite lovely, quite balanced. You've got clear vision here. You can see an end. You can see where this is all coming into being. Now, that King of Wands. Now, as I said, you've got two kings here. Again, very, very powerful when you have multiple kings here. Now, these can be people of authority in your life. This can be an employer, a supervisor, a parent, or someone who wields power in your life. But the thing with the kings are they are masters at making decisions, and they are leaders. And I feel like often if a lot of kings show up in a reading, it's like saying that you are going to be taking on a lot of this energy here. Now, the King of Wands, this is someone who wants to be front and center stage, and I feel like you are stepping up here, Gemini. You want to be in the spotlight, and you're going to be in the spotlight. You are going to take control of matters, and you are going to be bossing it up here. The King of Wands makes plans, makes lists, organizes things, has structure in place. So if you're wanting to make any decisions, I mean, with all tens, they talk about endings. So if you are coming to an end of a particular project or a job or something like that, and there could be an ending to a job here because you've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is again sort of talking about you've done all the hard work, you've put in all the hard labor. Now it's just a matter of harvesting all of the fruits of your labor here. You put in the hard work and things are coming to an end. They're wrapping up. So you might be wanting to put in some planning and structure about how you want the next phase of your life to go. But I feel like absolutely in February things are wrapping up. Whoops, I just dropped a book then. Now I am going to get some clarifying cards. This is my favorite deck. This is the Mystical Tarot, and I love using this deck. So we'll get some cards out to clarify here. Okay, now you've got the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, I love it, and the Eight of Cups as well. Now the Chariot talks about your road through life, your path, your journey, and you are driving it. You are the charioteer here, Gemini. You are really making some big decisions, and the fact that you've got the Sun in that previous deck and you've got the Ace of Cups here, wow, this is everything that brings you joy and happiness. If it is love, if it is abundance, if it is just whatever it is for you, that cup is full to overflowing. And I always say this is my favorite Ace of Cups. Look at it, the fingers on the hand, there's something so beautiful about it. And this is the hand of God that is coming through. This is almost like a spiritual thing here. You are being handed everything that you could possibly want. But not only that, you are going and getting it. With the Chariot card, you are driving forward to get all of those things that you desire in your life. You are the one that is pulling together the opposing forces. The white horse and the black horse, they represent opposing forces, things that are pulling you in two different directions, and you are the one in the driver's seat having to really rein them in and direct them where you want to go. And this is a metaphor of how you are traveling through life. You know, you are now in February really in control, and you're going to get that cup of love here. Now, some of you could actually be traveling. Some of you could be moving, because this is a vehicle, you know, it's saying that movement forward. But if it isn't a physical move that you are going on, this is metaphorical, and you could be changing the way you feel about things, or the way you think about certain situations, and things are shifting and changing in that regard as well. And I feel like there's definitely movement away from something here, Gemini. You've got the Eight of Cups. Now, for some of you, this could be the ending of a relationship that could be quite tumultuous, but you know that you can't stay where you are any longer. And often this is it's a difficult time emotionally, but although you don't know where it is you're going, you know, you are leaving, you are on the move here. And again, this can be physically moving away, or this can be metaphorically moving away. But you know you can't stay where you are anymore. And there is a shift here, there is a change. And, you know, but in saying that, there could be new love here as well. And you might be realizing that you've closed off love, or the thought of love, in your mind for a long time. And you're opening up to that. You're leaving that negativity behind you now. You're leaving those dark times from the past behind you. And you are really moving forward. And it's going to bring in so much love and happiness and joy in your life here. I mean, you just cannot get over the fact that you've got the Sun here, as well as the Sun, as well as that Ace of Cups. Now you've got the Seven of Swords here as well. Now I feel like if you've been involved with anyone who hasn't been upfront and honest, and hasn't done things with integrity and honesty, I feel like you're leaving that behind you as well. If this has been you, you're certainly leaving the past behind you and moving on. But this is a card about strategy and about doing things differently as well. And about, I mean, the story of this card is this person doesn't want to fight. And so this person is going in and stealing all of the swords of the enemy. But that, because they're doing things differently, I mean, and perhaps without too much thought either, they've left a couple of swords behind. So the enemy's going to wake up in the morning, see their weapons are gone, and going to be really peed off and probably come and chase them down. So this does ask you to think about where it is you're going, the actions that you take as well. But it is a little bit of a card about you thinking outside of the box. And if you do, make sure you always act within your full integrity here, and you don't make any sort of sudden and unexpected kind of changes that can hurt you in the long run. Now, I'm going to take all of these cards here. Now, you have got the Hermit card. So I feel like for a lot of you, February is a month of you really being introspective and you sort of doing a lot of soul searching. And I mean, look, this can represent a Virgo, so there could be a love interest that comes in for you that is a Virgo, but this is often you thinking about things quite deeply. You know, if you think about the Hermit, they go off into a cave in the mountain and they think about their life and they meditate and they get those spiritual downloads. So you could be internalizing a lot of stuff and thinking about a lot of stuff. But I feel like if you have been doing that, this is coming to an end as well. You haven't got long to go. The Nine of Wands says you have been struggling. There has been some effort that you've been putting in here. It could be to do just emotionally, your emotional health, your emotional well-being, and you've been working hard on it. And you know, February is because you're getting this the Nine of Wands. The message with this card is you are almost there, Gemini. Do not give up. There's one final hurdle that you've got to get through, and then it's yours. And you know what? You've got the Marriage card. The Four of Wands. For some of you, this is absolutely a new relationship here. This is a card of strength, of stability, of you building something strong and stable and secure for yourself. Often it is for yourself and your family as well, and your loved ones. But if this is you building something, you are almost at the final stage here. So hang in there, because there is victory. There is victory here for you, Gemini. This is that card of you riding into town with the cheers of all of your peers. They are hailing you for your wonderful efforts, and they're looking at you and saying, wow, that was a job well done. So your friends, your family are going to be looking at you and really really honoring you for where you've come and what you've done. And as I said, this can be physically you doing some stuff, moving, building a home, building a life with someone, getting married, meeting that person. But all this can be just some real changes within you. Your passion is changing. You emotionally, you are changing. You're healing. You're letting go of any burdensome times, any burdens that you've been carrying from the past. You are letting them go. And you know, like I said, there is an earth-shattering event that's coming in for you that brings in exactly what you need and exactly what you want. And as I said, that beautiful sun, that is just the best card in the deck. Now, your final card, I'm am going to get from the Now I Understand Oracle deck by Janine McLean and her daughter Lauren McLean, who's done this beautiful artwork on the back here. Absolutely love it. And these Oracle cards, I only recently discovered them a few months back, but they just fit in so well with my reading. The messages that they whenever the message comes out, they just seem to fit in with the reading so well. And yours is creativity. A creative hobby may be profitable. Go for it. Remember, do it for the love. The rest will fall into place. That is a great message for you there, Gemini. I feel like for a lot of you, this new passion, I mean, the Ace of Cups, as I said, if you're already in a relationship, this can be talking about everything that you really have ever wanted, that has made you happy. That cup is filled with joy, and it is individual to the person. So what brings one person joy doesn't bring the same person joy for another. So this is you with that full cup of love being offered to you here, and there's a victory, Gemini. So this looks like to be a wonderful month. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Now, as I said, if you are interested in that free mini reading, just put new, click the subscribe button, then put new subscriber free mini reading in the comment section, and I will get back to you in the comment section. I will write your mini reading out. But just remember, there is a bit of a wait, probably looking at 8 weeks there. So have a great month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.